microphone working, Mr. President?
Yes. Yes.
Can everybody hear that?
In the Civil War, there were over 10,000 battles. Most of those occurred within those southern states that were in rebellion against the government. But the largest battle occurred not only outside of those southern states that were in rebellion, but north of Washington, D.C., by nearly 100 miles. In 3 days of fighting, there were over 50,000 casualties, every one of them an American. In the months following the battle, they buried and reburied the war dead from that battle that numbered in the thousands. And finally, they decided to build a new cemetery. And I was invited to come and help dedicate that cemetery. After the main speaker had spoken for 2 hours, I got up to read these 10 sentences, which I had personally written to dedicate this new cemetery at Gettysburg. I said, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come here to dedicate a portion of this field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggle here, have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is rather for us, the living, to be here dedicated to that unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to that great task before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they here gave the last full measure of devotion, that we highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. Thank you.
Your 13th President of the United States and First Lady, Abraham and Mary Lincoln. Give it up for him one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
That was beautiful. Mayor, anything further?